Graphic novels. They are popular, exciting, and creative. Today, we are going to show how you can use graphic novels in your classroom for the betterment of your students. There is a social perception that graphic novels are inferior to other literary forms, that they cannot contain or express as much complexity as a novel, poem, or play. However, graphic novels actually require an expanded use of cognitive skills to understand dialogue and literature, and they can provide a range of engaging learning opportunities. We can help students understand and engage with Shakespeare and present new and different multicultural perspectives. We're going to investigate how and why teachers can use graphic novels in an English classroom. Let's dive in! First off, let's discuss using graphic novels to teach Shakespeare. Students can find Shakespeare often inaccessible or unengaging. In fairness, we as teachers are asking students to read the oldest version of modern English and understand its nuances. Not only that, we are asking students to imagine a play, something meant to be viewed. This is where graphic novels come in. The No Fear Shakespeare series adapts the plays into graphic novels containing both the original text and the modern. Now, you can see Hamlet scheming against Claudius. Your students can witness the fever dreams of Macbeth. Students can now see a real link between the words on a page and the actions of a character, how they look and behave. As you can see in the study guide, this is important because a text-only teaching of Shakespeare isolates students from the auditory, visual, and performative elements that make Shakespeare so engaging. Multimedia helps engage students with the content, requiring a greater range of literacy skills, like listening and interpreting. Graphic novels can aid in literacy activities like compare and contrast, and the inclusion of digital versions lessens the gap that many students see between their tech-heavy personal lives and the supposedly outdated school system. Through graphic novels, Shakespeare has been transformed into our modern context. Next, we are going to talk about teaching the graphic novel for intercultural understanding. The understanding of and engagement with other cultures is a general capability in the Australian curriculum required for all students, and something you, as a teacher, will need to embed in all your classes. The graphic novel, as a visual medium full of vibrancy and expressive characters, is perfect for the teaching of this general capability. As you can see in the study guide, theorists assert it is easier for students to empathize with cultural difference when they can physically see the visual signifiers of that difference. This is important in teaching because part of intercultural understanding is empathy. If a student can see a woman wearing a hijab, it is somewhat easier to understand than just reading it. If the woman wearing the hijab smiles or cries and we can physically see it, our brains receive much more information, allowing us to better empathize with the subject matter and draw conclusions, a literacy skill. Persepolis, a graphic novel by Marjane Satrapi, is now on the English prescribed reading list. It tells the story of Marjan, a young woman in post-revolutionary Iran, and her struggles with identity, politics, and family. In Australia, there are few artistic representations of the 1979 revolution. We do not know what it looked like day to day. Reading Persepolis, we can gain that understanding. Through physically seeing the revolution, we are more able to understand that different cultural experience. By incorporating this graphic novel either as a supplementary text or as the focus of an English unit, you can both engage students and more effectively teach intercultural understanding. Graphic novels are versatile and engaging pieces of literature. They can be used to both engage students with the works of William Shakespeare and differentiate for visual learners, and effectively teach intercultural understanding in your classroom.